Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello kids, how are you guys? Okay, Alhamdulillah. But children, on the occasion, we will learn and discuss about globalization. Does anyone know what globalization is? Globalization is the process of interaction and integration among people, companies, and governments worldwide. Globalization has accelerated since the 18th century due to advances in transportation and communication technology. This increase in global interaction has caused a growth in international trade and the exchange of ideas, beliefs, and culture. Globalization is primarily an economic process of interaction and integration that is associated with social and cultural speech. However, dispatch and development are also a large part of the history of globalization and of modern globalization. Economical globalization involves goods, services, data, technology, and capital economies as sources. The expansion of global markets liberalizes the economic activity of the exchange of goods and funds. The removal of barriers to cross-border trade has made the formation of global markets more visible. Advances in transportation such as steam locomotives, steamships, jet eggs, and container ships, and developments in telecommunication infrastructure, such as the telegraph, the internet, and phone, have been major factors in globalization and have resulted in future interdependence of economic and cultural activities around the world. Etymology and usage. The word globalization was used in the English language as early as the 1930s, but only in the context of education, and the term failed to gain traction. Over the next few decades, the term was occasionally used by other scholars and media, but it was not clearly defined. One of the first usages of the term is the meaning resembling the latter. Common usage was by French economics branches product in the essays from the early 1960s. In his first work he used the term modelization literary. Worldization, also translated as mondialization, the handlet is often credited with popularizing in the term and bringing into the mainstream business audition in the latter in the middle of 1980. Paul James definished globalization with a more direct and historical contextual effect. Globalization is the extension of social relations across world space. Defining the world space in the term of the historical variable was that this has been practiced and socially understood through changing world time. The positive impacts of globalization include the development of knowledge and technology, increased world age, and increased economic powers. Meanwhile, the negative impacts of globalization is the occurring of social inequality, to a consumptive lifestyle, which is certainly a determinant factor. The positive and negative impacts of globalization can be felt in life in general and for the Indonesian people themselves. These impacts include the following. Positive impacts. Number 1. Change in value and attitudes. The existence of globalization in culture causes a shift in people's value and attitudes from irrational to rational. Number 2. Development of science and technology. With the development of science and technology, society becomes easier to do activities and encourages people to drink more advanced. Number 3. Improved standard of living. The opening of an industry that focuses sophisticated communication and transportation tools in one of the efforts to reduce unemployment and improve people living standards. The positive impacts of globalization from various sectors. Number 1. Globalization in the field of law, defense and security, legal regulation, and the making of law and regulation that are impartial and beneficial for the benefit of the people at large. The increasing demand for more professional, transparent, and accountable law enforcement duties. The strengthening of the rule of law, demonstration and demand for the implementation of human rights. Number 2. Globalization in the social culture. Violet increased learning about social culture values, way of life, good thinking factors, as well as science and technology from of advanced nation. Improving a high work age lays work hard. Discovering has a spirit of independence, relationship, sportsmanship, and so on. Number 3. Globalization of the trade sector economy. The inflow of foreign trade caused a national trade deficit. The liberalization of trade in goods, services, and other commodities provides an opportunity for Indonesia to compete for free trade markets, especially agricultural products, marine products, textile, and mining materials. Number 4. Globalization of the production sector economy. There is a tendency for free companies to move their production overseas to developing countries with the considerate of geopolitical advantage. The negative impacts of globalization are as follows. Number 1. Westernized lifestyle. Not all Western culture is good and suitable to be availed in Indonesia. The negative culture that has begun to shift the original culture is the children no longer respect their parents, the next free lives and others. Number 2. Consumptive lifestyle. The rapid industrial development makes the provision of goods for the community abundant. That's why it's easy for people to be interested in consuming good with many available costs. Number 3. Individualistic attitude. People feel facilitable by advancing technology, making them feel they no longer need other people in these activities. Sometimes they forget that they are social creatures. for social gap. If in a community there are only a few individuals who are follow the follow of globalization, it will deepen the gap between the individual and other stagnant individuals. This thing in crunching social gap. Okay, so maybe that's all our material about globalization. We are enough. Thank you. Hopefully we are healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.